16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, one point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down at Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Middle. Check.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On play action, Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On second and 1, Stafford escaping the pressure right. He's got that one complete to Darbo. 7 yards there and a first down.
3 down.
On first down, Stafford here. Flushed out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dayon Buchanan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Back to throw. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Omaha, ready to move. White. Watch the safety creep. 32.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, 50.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Set. 180. Zebra. He's talking. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it, and this time it results in an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Flush to his right, letting one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go play action with Haskins. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's That's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Stafford now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Double right. Check, Lucky. Libra.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 26.
Now Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll fake it. Now Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford. This is caught by Robinson.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
My 40. Let's go, D.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. That's good.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Let's go.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Here we go.
He don't know no better.
3rd down. Here's Haskins looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Alert! You got tape. You got tape.
Throwing is Stanford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 15. Check 15.
The final shot before the break. Stanford. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Forced out to his left. This is caught by Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come out in the pistol. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Check three.
Here's Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Set, waiting, zero, hey, 5-0.
Check four.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
21.
49, check 49, check 49.
Alert!
48 for Mike. Here we go, G.
Hey, Echo. What happened?
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Here we go.
Sit on!
On third down, Stafford. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Intercept, baby. Step.
Intercepted. The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, Fournette. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Night, sweetheart. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Run. 6 foot. Creep.
Fournette running out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Haskins on third down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And Justin Coleman brings him down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Son, 70 ending. Right there. 40's Mike. Here it comes. 40's the Mike. You must be dreaming. Mike's 40. Hey, I'm coming.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. 25 yards that time.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Mike 51. Too little, tap. Mike 51. He's crashing. He's checking.
On first down, this is Geis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Lions' 20-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Check 99. Check 99. No, I got it.
Third down, here's Geis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
32-yard attempt.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll get this one to Galladay. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen?